I was gonna run a 5K mini marathon this morning in the park with a lot of people, but I ended up writing instead, and I'm gonna read that to you now. It is called The Hoard. I grew up in a hoarded household where all the items on a shelf were stacked twice, where the books behind the books had books on top. Clothes were never discarded, socks never ran out. You kept them, even with their holes. Wet paper towels from the last 22 trips my father took around the world were scattered all over the kitchen cabinet. I only know they were 22 because I collected them all one day. The ones I could see anyways. It wasn't easy to find anything in there. The cabinet was so full of old cords, takeaway chopsticks, antibacterial hand sanitizers, buttons, dust, outdated cleaning products, plastic caps and bobs nobody would know what was originally for. Paper towels from 2010, paper towels bought last week, opened ones, curled ones, new ones. We would never run out. The bookshelf in the kitchen carried 55 cookbooks, which had never been opened for as long as I lived there. Dusty and slimy from the cooking oils that had permeated the kitchen for the last 17 years. The floors were kept clear. If you look past all the furniture that cut our corners short, made the room feel tinier, had you swing around them like you were in the skiing slope, they were embellished with expensive rugs, with static, restless patterns, so rough on their shell your feet would burn if you walked over them barefoot. It screamed maximalist, but did not match or embed the surrounding stuff. The outerwear cabinet in the hallway, so full it created an illusion of being so deep you could fall into it, never to come back. 5 dozen mittens and gloves, but not a single pair. 30 hats and 50 caps, 100 scarves, 90 loafers and moccasins, not worn in the last 15 years. It was all so crowded, the air so thick from dust, the overhanging feeling of too much, the dreading sensation of you living around the stuff and not the stuff living around you. Who lived here? Not me. I just lent a room where I didn't even sleep. Because of how crowded it was, my bed was up in the air, but as I slept I forgot and would start crawling over the rails wondering where the floor was. Had I shrunk? Had the floor collapsed into the depths? I grew up in my brother's clothes, my grandma's clothes, dressed like a grandma at 17. Not a nice look, not a nice feel, not a me. You see, you can't have your own sense of style and sense of identity in a place so noisy and dictating, full of so much stuff to tell you who you are, who you must be, can be, will be. Are you going to keep that, or could we be letting it go?